What is up, you beautiful people? Hope you're having the best of days, and why not make it better by watching an awesome Vader video? And leave a like on this video too, it helps out the channel and this video as well. You guys know that I'm always up for a Vader video, and today we've got a special one. We revisit one of the old classics where Vader, with the help of something more powerful than him, lets out a barrage of Force lightning, something that he had never done before. Recently, we saw him use red lightning in the other realm. In the last Darth Vader comic, he destroyed Sidious with sheer anger and lightning. But this time, it's similar, but also different. Vader would also like to take a second to wish you a Merry Sithmas. Obi-Wan is just glad that it's another happy Xmas, and Palpatine has declared that it's Christmas then. Check out all this good merch, my friends, link to the shop in bio. So as Vader was in his cybernetic state, you would assume that things that seemed easy for others were quite hard for the half-machine, half-man. His master in particular enjoyed the freedom to basically move and use any power he could, while Vader was severely limited in both. A clear case of this was his fighting style, which immediately after Mustafar had to be drastically changed, and the young Sith instead opted for a more slower and heavier approach to lightsaber combat. Something that he didn't enjoy at first, but slowly grew accustomed to it, and by the end became a master of it. Mostly witnessed in Empire Strikes Back when he toys with his son Luke, using many tactics in defense and offense, but as we discussed, when it came to Force powers, it was a different story. Despite being a powerful Sith, Darth Vader could or would rarely, and I mean if ever, generate Force lightning. Obviously, this was due to the extensive cybernetic enhancement in his body, but remember, you also have to take into account the electronic life support system in his suit that could basically short circuit if exposed to electricity. If this happened, it would possibly spell doom for Vader, as seen at the end of Return of the Jedi. There are, however, a few circumstances where he was able to use it. Most notably when he was close to the Force-enhancing Kyber crystal. This was told in the Legends book, The Jedi Path. In this book, he generated quote-unquote Force-energized lightning in the form of kinetit, which was a variation of Force lightning. Instead of burning or electrocuting its target like most forms of Force lightning, it acted as a solid projectile filled with electricity. He went on to use this against his son. The crystal, however, with time, destroyed Vader's self-control to the point that he was actively trying to kill Luke during their duel, despite the fact that he just wanted to capture Luke alive. But at that time, he was just not himself. So because of this effect by the crystal, it is not known whether the crystal shielded Vader from potentially fatal effects when he generated Force lightning, or destroyed his self-control to the point where he simply disregarded the risks and was willing to die if necessary. In another occasion, he also demonstrated the ability to redirect already existing electricity. During his battle with Starkiller on Kamino, he was able to gather residual electricity from the lightning rods surrounding the battleground and blast it at his opponent. Vader also demonstrated the ability to both block and redirect Force lightning with a Force. A prime example was during his duel with Galen Marek on board the Death Star. He could also use his lightsaber to ground extremely high-intensity bursts of Force lightning with little effort. Now, straightforward Force lightning seemed to be outside of Vader's realm, but he definitely dabbled with it. Variations and other methods were a possibility for him. He seemed to flourish and have no problem using it. It's a shame that we never got to see an actual scene or TV series with him using it. Anything would be glorious. All that lightning reflecting off his black helmet, that would be a beauty. But with all that said, what are your thoughts on this subject? As you can see, Legends has a lot to offer, a lot in their bag of tricks, but maybe we can get a sliver of this in canon. Would you like to see that? Let everyone know down in the comments, and thank you so much for stopping by and watching this video. Have an awesome day, my friends, and may the Force be with you always.